Good evening, everybody. It's time for another video from my series Star Trek: The Official Starships Collection, in which I talk about different releases by Eaglemoss from their series Star Trek: The Official Starships Collection. And we are getting really close to issue 100. Today's video will be about issue 98, released in May 2017, and it's the USS Rhode Island. As you can see, this package came with a sticker reminding us about the USS Franklin special issue, which was released around this time. And as you can see, it contains again the standard magazine and the model in the standard box. So this is the box containing the model. Here on this side you can see the standard warning that this is a collector's model, not designed or intended for play by children under 14 years of age, in different languages. On this side you can see the logo of the original Star Trek TV show from the 1960s. Here you can see logos of the other Star Trek TV shows: Voyager, Next Generation, Deep Space Nine and Enterprise. Now here you can see it's trademark and copyright 2017 CBS Studios Incorporated, which is the company which owns the Star Trek franchise. It's the completely standard box, so let's just jump into the content. And this is the ship itself. It's a typical 24th century Starfleet design. It looks like a combination of different starship models. Here you can see it's the NCC 72701 USS Rhode Island. It has the typical Starfleet aesthetic and the typical kind of greyish paint job, with some very interesting painted elements which look a bit misaligned, especially the green things. But that's unfortunately typical for the Eaglemoss models. Now these are the warp nacelles, of course, so you can see the registry number also on the nacelles themselves. The model is very symmetric. Well, it's a Starfleet design, so of course it's symmetric. On the bottom you can also see it's the USS Rhode Island NCC 72701. The deflector. And a surprising amount of detail for such a small model. It does look a bit like the Voyager. Now, here are some detailed informations about the actual ship. Now, more detailed information, this time from the side view. I always forget the correct terminology for top, bottom, right and left. I know that English language uses the Latin-based terms, which I always try to remember and always forget. Okay, that was the ship itself. Now let's take out the other bits. On the bottom of the stand you can see it's the USS Rhode Island, and again copyright and trademark information. It belongs to CBS Studios Incorporated. And now let's try to put all of the parts together. So this is how the ship looks on the display stand in the case that you decide to buy it if you haven't done so yet, and to have it on display. The final look from different angles. And I think that's enough about the ship, so let's jump to the magazine. Every issue of these Eaglemoss models comes with a magazine. Here you can see it's the Nova class, and it's definitely a design from the 24th century. The magazine itself begins with the table of content. Continues with the specification. It's the Nova class from the 25th century, sorry. It's a Warp 8 starship commanded by Harry Kim. Oh, so I now remember from which episode is this. And on these two pages you can see the typical article about the ship from the in-universe point of view. This is the ship from the alternate timeline. There were, in my opinion, way too many alternate timeline stories done in Star Trek in the last 30 years. And this is a promotional little thing for the USS Franklin, which is of course the ship from Star Trek Beyond. The last movie, maybe unfortunately the really last movie, at least for some time, at least it looks like that. Data feed. Now, here on these two pages you can see the detailed information about the ship. I have shown you the same information on the static pictures a few minutes ago. This is just a quick comparison of the colors, because in many cases the colors of the CGI pictures are different than the colors of the model itself. But in this case the colors seem to be pretty accurate, which is a good thing. And designing the Rhode Island. Here you see some early pre-production sketch. As I said, it's not a coincidence that it looks slightly like the USS Voyager. Now, an inside look at Unimatrix 0. Because Voyager really liked the Borg, which is one of the reasons why I don't really like Voyager that much, because in my opinion they completely destroyed the Borg. Pictures from the two-part episode. Especially the Borg Queen and Borgified versions of the Voyager crew. More pictures from the episode. More pictures from the episode. So why did they write so many things about the two-part episode? Because the ship comes from a completely different episode, Endgame. So yeah, I personally think it would make much more sense to write something interesting about the two-part episode Endgame, but whatever. Next issue was 99, and I will make a video about issue 99 sometimes in the near future. Thank you very much for watching, that's all for today. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button, and feel free to watch any of the previous videos or any other video you can find on my channel. So, next video will be about issue 99, so thank you very much for watching again, and see you next time. Bye.